Hey guys, excuse my downtime. I was quite busy last recent weeks, so that's why you didn't hear from me since a while ago. This time I got hold of an ex-employee of Geeks, and this person, which wants to remain anonymous, agreed to do an interview with me, where he or she tells me about a lot of different aspects of the work at Geeks. If you're new to my channel and you want to know what Geeks' technical solution is, then click now in the right top corner. There's a link to my previous video where I fully exposed them. So without further ado, let's get started. So I was just wondering, like, is it common that there's a lot of tech support jobs, especially maybe in Chandigarh, because it's like a new city with probably IT a lot?
It's in Chandigarh, it's in Delhi also.
Yeah. In Chandigarh, I know, in Delhi, I know because I was there. And I think there's also Gurgaon and Noida, which are like the IT hubs.
Gurgaon.
Yeah. But is it common in Chandigarh as well?
Yes, it is. Because they really pay us well. It's incentive-based jobs. Like if you make a sale and you get 5% of that sale also.
That's why. Yeah, so they pay a lot, right? So
It's like
Yeah,
incentive based. And the base.
it's like incentive-based. You get a certain amount, and then if you make sale after, like, for example, if you have done sale of like $300, and then you have made sales of like $700, so after $300 you'll get 5% of every sale after you meet your target of $300.
And this $300 target, is it the same for everyone, or is it just, for example, for beginners or for professionals?
For everyone.
Okay. So no matter if you're like senior or junior or something like that, just join. Okay. And
Depends on your sales techniques, and that's it.
okay. Yeah. And it's paying good for compared to other jobs, right? Like compared to
Let's say
to a normal job, how much would it be, like, the difference? Is it double as a normal tech support job, for example? Or
It depends. If you are doing it for like domestic calls, like in India only, they pay you less. If you're working for like international calls, you have to work like ordinary hours, like have to work at night for that. So they pay us really. They pay us good.
true.
yeah, because it's
Because when it's day in the United States and it's night in
Yes,
yeah, true.
wake up at the night and whatever. That's it. So
crazy.
they pay us.
Yeah.
And it depends, and they'll give you training of like your skills. They improve your English, they improve your accent, and
So they give like training for the accent as well, or just like for yourself?
they just tell you how to speak like an English person.
Okay.
That like or maybe just improve the grammar and everything. As an Indian, you don't really have a good grammar skills. That it depends. Like a lot of people in Chandigarh are from Punjab, not from Delhi or like from metro cities. They are from Punjab. Punjabis are not really good with the English accent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought that, like, not everyone, but most of the people I met could speak really good English. Just not like the rickshaw drivers, or sometimes had communication
Problem.
like.
Change the voice.
So, like, the working conditions, is it like a nice job, or is it tiring, or because I saw on the Facebook page, I saw some comment of some guy, I don't know who it is. He wrote like they are locking you inside the room, and if you're not making the target, then they don't let you out, and sometimes they don't let you out for the breaks as well, and you have to like lock your phone and lock your things in some locker room.
Yes, because we are every time on the calls, so we have to submit our phones when you enter in your on the floor while calling. When you start your job, you have to submit your phone before you enter in the office.
Okay.
And it's kind of pressuring because you have to meet the targets also. Like you have to make sales.
Yeah.
You cannot go like it's very, they're taunting you on your head. Your trainer is on your head every time, like, you should make sales. I need sales. I need sales. So it's very tiring for a person to, convincing a person over a call for an
Yeah.
hour, and then the person didn't give you money, and then it's not our fault, but then the
Yeah.
trainer is like, you haven't made any sale. That's
Yeah.
that's
Shit.
quite
Yeah.
tiring.
And then, like, what will happen if you don't make the target? Do they, uh, like, what is the consequence? Like, what will they do if at the end of the day you didn't make that $300? Like,
What happens is, first I'll tell you the procedure of how we get into sales. So we get the English training, we get basic English training, and uh, the culture of America and everything.
mm-hmm.
After that, there's a sales training, how to make sales, what are the techniques to make sales. After then, there's a OGT, on-job training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On-job training. In on-job training, you have to make sales. It's like practically knowing how to make sales. So in OGT, you have to make one or two sales so that they'll send you to the team,
Okay.
and after that they'll observe you for an 15 days or 20 days. If you haven't made any sales, so they will send you to another like backup team or feedback team or something like that.
Okay. And
Because
Yeah.
but the fascinating part is there's only money in sales only, because there's only like you have made a target and you'll get 5% of every sale and after meeting your target. But in feedback or any other backup calling or whatever, in any other department, there's no incentives. So people wants to
Okay.
stay in sales.
okay. So it's like they punish you by placing you in a different apartment. Like if you want to stay in sales, and you have to make the sales, and if not, they will shift you to that different department where you don't get money.
Right,
Okay.
right. You'll only get your, like, for example, if your basic salary is 20,000, you will only get that. You will not get any incentive after that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and 20,000 is really low. I was comparing. Even like I think 40K. I think 40K is high, or is it high or low? How is 40K?
Depends if a person is coming after 12th, he hasn't done any graduation, is 20,000 for him. For a 16, 17, I mean 18 years old guy is enough.
Okay.
Yeah, but after graduation, I think 40,000 is okay type.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
And
Yeah.
Crazy. I didn't even know like that with the different departments. I thought that like they will also get some kind of incentives. For example, backup calls or what's it called? Quality department or something.
something if they
Yeah,
have to.
quality department, there's feedback also, there's escalations, there's a refund department. There's a lot of departments over there. There's
Yeah.
a tech department also.
So they are really making the tech support, or is it because I think I'm not sure if I'm always talking to the sales people, or is it like there's real people with technical knowledge as well, or
No. They sales people are not technical people. We just have to make a sale. We just have to get money from people, and after that we genuinely give. I mean, where I was working, they genuinely give tech support.
okay,
So
Like,
it's
yeah, so it's not total scam. I mean, sales is scam, but there's also like
yeah,
tech support behind the help.
yeah, it's a real tech support.
yes.
Okay.
They provide you so many things. I mean, that's why they give you so many options, that they will give you like what's virus, what was that, not in, what do you call
Yeah.
it,
Yeah. Not.
antivirus and all.
Yeah, but we found out that it is a correct version. Like they don't even pay for that. Like they download it from somewhere for free in the internet and then give it and sell it for I don't know for $200 or something extra. So it's kind of a scam, but how to say?
Not total scam,
Yeah, not total
half
scam.
scam.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So I actually don't have an actually I don't have an idea how that this thing comes, which is this your Microsoft is a problem and whatever, they block the
Ah,
screen.
it
So
is. Yeah.
it's how it starts that they'll give you a call to fix it, and we will fix it and give their other options also, that we will fix this also, this also, this also, if you'll pay
Mm,
us this much. So
yeah.
that's how we start.
Yeah.
After they pay us, and then we give them a technical support. A
Yeah.
tech team will give them technical support. The sales team, the sales part is only to convince a person.
Yeah, yeah. And I heard that there's like pitching, like once a customer paid, then you can call him again and again and again, and like one day you say like it's the antivirus, and then the second day you say it's the, I don't know, the router support or something, and you every day you invent some other story so that they will pay again. Like it's called pitching. I heard that it exists as well.
No, it depends if a person has taken the which subscription he has taken. If he has taken the subscription for only printer, so we will only fix the printer. If
Mm,
they have taken the whole like package of that, we will fix your printer as well, and your
mm,
computer and your laptop also. It depends. It
yeah.
depends.
But I heard that like some customers pay like $10,000 or something because at first they pay the lifetime for the router, and then again they get a call, then they pay the lifetime for the
Where
printer.
I was
Yeah.
working, no. So where I was working, so this we were like it was told to us that we cannot take more than $1,000
In total or per one time, you know?
for one time. Like for
Yeah.
like if we are giving the whole technical support,
Mm,
so we cannot take more than $1,000.
But then the next day you can call him again and you can say, oh, we have found out that your computer has no router protection or something, and then you can again ask him to pay $1,000.
no.
So yeah, it depends. If it depends, we're selling him a different product also.
Yeah.
That
That's
this
all.
is also important for your computer.
Yeah.
It's So, but not $10,000. It can be like next day we can go for like $1,000 or something, but not $10,000.
Yeah, but I mean like $10,000 in total for one customer. So let's say he bought the lifetime for computer, the lifetime for printer, the lifetime for router, and the lifetime for, I don't know, for anything, you know, and then maybe that's already like 10,000 in total. Like,
No. It's like $1,000 for lifetime support for everything. We
Ah,
include
okay.
your computer, laptop, and everything, and we'll just you have to pay us $1,000
Okay.
for like
Okay.
this much years.
hmm. Oh, crazy. I heard different thing, but maybe is there like any policy with like different policy in the different departments? Maybe like one, I mean, different sales team. Maybe like one team can make more money, or I don't know. Or
It's not like that. It's not like that.
Okay.
Maybe it's like only for like because we also want to sound genuine.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows. So
Mm,
yeah, so if we charge that much, so they'll not even give us money.
Hmm.
We really go with the
okay.
with the system actually. If we
Okay.
have taken the $700 from a person, and we in our details in our CRM, it comes that the person has paid this much amount
Mm,
to us in like on this date. So for 6 or 7 months we don't even try to pitch him again.
Ah, okay. But then after that, you can pitch him again, or
We pitch him for like different products, that this is important for your computer. If you want to buy it, this is for $1,000 or something like that.
yeah. But what are the
Yeah,
products like?
like some I have no idea because I was there for like for a month.
okay.
So I've seen a person. I've seen a girl. She was sitting next to me. She was trying to sell something like it will protect your computer for like a power cut and everything. She was
Okay.
selling something. I remember actually.
Mm,
But then so she was like, this is an existing customer. He has paid already this much. So maybe he will pay us more. So she was
yeah.
trying to convince. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. And how much is like this total sales of the office? Like how much do you think, or do you know like how much they will make in a day?
Uh,
Yeah.
in total, I don't know. But there's a lot many teams. There's in one team there's like 7 to 8 people or maybe 10 people, and there are like around 10 teams like this. So everybody is making sales of like $300.
Wow.
They're the meeting targets,
Uh,
and they make more. They make more.
Yeah. And how much more? Like, what is common to get in a day? Like, for example, if you make sales, and how much you usually can do in a day? Like, what, like on a,
normal
Yeah,
day.
is it like 500 or?
no, it depends. Like people like you, like now generation is smarter. So we used to target people who are like more than 50 years, who are not
Yeah.
able to go out, who are relaxed in their, who have taken the retirement, and they don't
Yeah.
want to go out. So, like, we have to make it like hassle free, like, we will
Yeah.
fix it everything over the phone call or by taking the remote session and everything. You don't have to go out for
Mm.
anything.
Yeah.
So, we try to do all these things because they have to talk to their grandparents, to their children, and everything. So,
Mm.
so we make it like try to make it like it, so they have to make an effort to go out and
Yeah.
get it fixed. So we do it on call.
Ah, okay, okay. Oh. Crazy, yeah. When if everyone, and how much do you think that you can make in a day? So, like, let's say you have like three, four.
Oh,
And they
people.
and they usually go for and they usually go for lifetime
Okay, six
because
months.
what we say that it is transferable also.
Mm.
If in case
Uh,
someday like in 80s or you want to transfer this to your son or something or
yeah.
even to your friend, you can transfer the subscription to him also.
Ah, okay, okay.
So
Okay.
they feel that's really comfortable for them to.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Like anyways, I was about to you know
Yeah.
leave that office because I
Yeah.
also felt that it's not me. I
Yeah.
cannot do this
Yeah.
every time lying for like sitting there for like 9 hours and then
Yeah.
lying there
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
and
True.
over.
I mean, is it like that also customers cry because maybe it's expensive or something? I thought that maybe like the old people, and maybe because not everyone in the United States is rich, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't
Yeah.
know.
Do they also start crying or something, or what happens?
I have no idea if anybody has cried. My experience for like 1 month only. It
Yeah.
was like
True.
for me it was like it was a tiring job.
Yeah.
Uh, you have to be awake on like odd hours, and health wise it wasn't really good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then every time you're on coffee, you're on tea, and you only get half an hour. No, 1 hour break. It's not that you'll get 1 hour break. So they have set the timer also like 15 minutes, then again 15 minutes, and then half an hour. So the breaks are like in three times. 1 hour is completed like
Yeah.
15, and half an hour.
Yeah.
So you go upstairs to have something, okay?
Mm.
You go and drink water and then come back. 15 minutes it is already over.
Yeah, that's true. It's not enough to eat even. I mean, probably the 30 minutes are for eating, but even that is.
30
Maximum.
minutes is also for eating, but you go upstairs, you go to canteen, and you wait for your order, and then 15 minutes is there, and then you just club it and then come back. It's like it's not relaxing. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really need a peace of mind to do things.
Yeah.
So on odd hours, and it's really hectic. It was really hectic
Yeah.
for me. It was.
I can imagine because I can hear always like a lot of noise on the call as well. Like everyone is talking, talking, talking in the background.
Yeah, everyone is talking.
Yeah.
Then it's like your day is also gone. Like you're just sleeping all day.
Mm.
You cannot go out. You cannot do your work and anything like that. Even on the holidays, you feel like you just sleep. And after you just left the job or on your holidays, You can't sleep on at nights.
Shit.
The circle changes.
Okay,
Your
okay.
sleep cycle changes. So
Uh,
you're if you're alone at your place or anything, but you're awake at night because and then you're not able to sleep.
damn.
The whole cycle.
Yeah, I mean, now that you left, you can also maybe change back to that cycle, to the normal cycle, but probably,
Yeah,
Needs
now
some
I'm
time.
normal, but it was like that. It was
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
It's like called jet lag, kind of a jet lag for me.
yeah.
crazy.
But
Yeah,
yes,
true. I mean, it changes like totally your biological rhythm, how to say, because
Then
right.
you need to be
And
awaken,
it's not healthy. It's not
Yeah.
healthy. And for 9 hours you're on calls, and it's not healthy to be on, every time on headphones and every ringing, and you're just on speakers and you're just talking, sitting in front of a laptop or sorry, computer.
yeah, yeah.
It's not healthy.
How rich are the owners, do you think? Because I'm not sure if it was you or someone else.
Told me like they have.
They are rich. They are rich. See, if one person is making a sale of $1,000, okay, so I'll tell you. So if I made the sale of $100, again sale of $200. So on two calls, I have made 100 and 200. So my target is completed on two calls only.
Yeah,
So we usually get like 10 calls at night. So my target is completed on $300 only. So if I've made 1,200 or $1,000 in a day, so that $700, on third call, if I've made like $300 again, so that 5% of that $300 will be in my account, and rest of the amount will be the owners.
Okay, yeah, obviously, yeah.
So if one person is making like $1,000 per day, or 12,000, or maybe 7,000 or $700, imagine there's a 7-8 teams over there, and in every team there's 10 to 12%.
And how much calls do you get per day? Only 10 calls? 10 calls is not that much. Or
Depends. A 10 to 12, it's like uh, if you're on call, it usually takes an hour or maybe like 45
Okay.
minutes per
yeah,
person.
true, yeah. You count like only the real calls, how to say, like, and like I heard that they have like 10 cars or something.
10 cars? No, not 10 cars. The income tax will be like on their head if they'll have 10 cars.
Yeah, they don't have so much. Or
They have
No,
more.
no, they don't have that much cars. If they have money or whatever, they do want to be highlighted in the city. The Chandigarh is a very small city. If a person has like 10 cars or something like that, then the income tax people will be behind them. So we have to be like very systematically.
I heard it already, like that one day, like the income tax. I'm not sure if it was happening when you were there, but I heard that like the income tax was already at the office, and they sent that geeks, like people like from office, they sent everyone, like called everyone and sent them home so that the income tax.
Yeah, it happened. I was there also. I was
Crazy.
there.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But how did
They
you
get.
to know that? Or yeah.
Well,
It's
never.
not. It's not. The income tax rate was not about the this BPO, not the calling. It was they heard that they are dealing in Bitcoin.
Okay.
So the income tax rate was about that. Maybe they are convincing their sellers like us. Like if we'll make if we'll make a good sale, they'll give us a cryptocurrency like uh, this Bitcoin or something like that. So it wasn't true, but they thought that they were actually dealing with Bitcoins, but not giving us.
Yeah.
They were,
Yeah, I heard that as well. Yeah, they want to make some Bitcoin, also some Bitcoin process. I'm not sure what they mean by that, or maybe.
I don't
they
know.
were yeah they still want to make their own cryptocurrency legally, but legally.
Do they have bodyguards? I heard that they have like bodyguards. Like,
Yeah,
People.
they have like
what does it mean? Like, they also attack people, or I mean,
What they did?
they don't attack people, but they have fear of like people will attack them because they are they have like business like jewelries
Yeah,
and stones and all, and they have this what do you grocery store like 24/7.
yeah.
So they have business in Chandigarh. I mean, before starting this Geek Technicals, they were actually like before that also they were really rich. They were like used to they worked hard for like making money. Once enters the office, they come with their bodyguards.
Wow, crazy. Okay, so they follow them because
I
It's
thought,
fascinating. It's
and
more like a trend in India, you know. It's more like a
mm,
trend in India, like showing off. Like,
crazy.
I
yeah.
saw,
And like, what about these other companies, or do they have also other offices? Because I have like two addresses of them, and in the internet it was like the JLPL Sector 82, this ITBT tower. That's I think where the office is. This.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I have,
Yeah, JLPL is the original office.
uh,
Other office was they started in Sector 34,
that one,
Chandigarh.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, that was the small office. They built in ITBT this in Sector 82.
Okay. But how's the working setup? Like sometimes I can hear people in the background listening to the calls. Like for example, if I'm talking to someone, and then I can hear from the background, "Hey Ben, how are you?" or something like they are greeting me from behind, and I don't even know how they can, come to know. Like, is it like that you call, like let's say you take calls, and then is someone in the back he's always listening to you, or how?
No, no, no. Maybe now they know that you're calling every day, and that is why they're doing this. But otherwise, when I was in OGD on our training, the
Mm,
person used to stand with me to just explain me what to say and what. Sometimes
mm,
it's really difficult to understand the American accent, so
yeah,
they used to explain me by. They just used to tell me that this person is telling you to do this, and you
mm,
have to answer this in this it's only in the training part.
Okay, okay. What's the reason behind these teams? Like, does it have any specific reason, or is it just to like organize?
Yeah, organized, that is
okay,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
And how many shifts do you think there are? Like,
it starts from 7 or maybe 7
mm,
7 in the peak time is 3 to 4 a.m. like this much only.
Indian time or United States time?
United States time,
Ah, okay.
crazy.
when people are usually in their lunch breaks and all.
What are like the requirements to work there? Do they ask for something, or just like decent English skills, or?
12th pass is the minimum. You have to have the documents, and if you're experienced, then you will get around like it depends how much you were earlier getting. And if you're not
Mm,
experienced, they'll give you 10, 15, and that this 10 to 15K.
oh,
Okay, well, that's not much. That's really low, I think.
Yeah, but then for freshers, like,
Ah, okay. They tell you like it's a scam, or they don't tell you, like they say.
no, no, they don't tell us anything. You
crazy.
just go there when you start taking calls, you get
Mm,
to know from people. That's it.
I thought that maybe they tell you because in the training, I guess that in the training they also need to tell you, or I don't know how to say, like.
No,
they,
no, no. They don't
yeah,
want to fear. Basically, we are all our kids. Like some
mm,
are like entering over there after their 12th, after the graduation, and they make they want to make career. So they don't tell them. So
mm,
they don't want to fear people by telling them that we are doing all these things.
okay,
And
yeah,
it's pretty common here, like convincing people for sales and everything.
mm,
Maybe on the personal ground, we were the employees over there, so we don't really know what exactly was there, like
yeah,
what.
So that's like more than like the management level, like they.
they
Yeah, it's
decided
on
to,
maybe on the management level. So we were like employees, and I worked there for like, anyways, I worked for there like for a month. So maybe
mm,
like it's like not even a month, like 2 months. Of one month for the training, and another month for like
yeah,
I when I was in OGT, I left after OGT only.
Hmm.
So that's it, guys. If you have more questions, do let me know in the comments, and I will see if I or my sources will be able to answer them. See ya around.
oh.